Get ready, please.
Ready.
Reading Blue Coat School in the Princess Elizabeth Challenge Cup against the Australians, the Southport School from Australia.
Go!
And away they go. TSS on the right of the screen, Reading Blue Coat. This is a proper local boat meets international boat, quite an extreme version. Fascinating match-up from the Gold Coast in Queensland, the Southport School. And they are away on that buck station, nearest to the camera now in the bright yellow hats. And they've taken an early lead. Blue Coat hugely impressive yesterday. I watched the race yesterday that they progressed through.
They're going up against a class act from Australia. This crew has definitely come over with potential to, I guess, try and create an upset with our big schools that are competing in the event. You know, they've had an incredible domestic season in Australia by winning pretty much most of the events they've competed in and done some extremely quick times for a junior 8. So it's going to be interesting to see how they cope with competing in Henley with the different conditions, being away from home.
Reading Blue Coat, who beat Winchester in a pretty commanding performance yesterday on the buck station yesterday, and Reading Blue Coat on the Berkshire station. You can see them there nearest the camera, trailing by some distance now against the Australians, who beat an American boat from Florida, from Miami yesterday. Bell and Jesuit Preparatory beaten by the Southport School yesterday, and they've carried on in similar vein here. They look like a very well-organised crew. You would be, wouldn't you, if you're travelling all this distance to take part in Henley Royal Regatta? You've got to have something about you to be taking on that challenge.
Very much so. You think about the the expense of travel, accommodation,
planning of it.
Exactly, it's a huge thing, but the experience of it that comes from coming here to compete, and obviously the great season that they had. I'm sure they've got high expectations of progressing well through kind of PE this year.
9 hours ahead, Queensland, to where we are here in Henley on Thames. So good evening to you if you are watching over in Queensland. It's gone 8 o'clock in the evening. I'm sure lots of you tuned in from the Southport School to cheer on the boat. Here you are. You can see Jeffrey Warren in the bow seat, L. Hughes Coleman going in through the boat, Carathon Sopololis and Ramsey, Miller-Wright and Galley. And they're all youngsters, aren't they? You've got a bit of potential in this boat. John L, 18, but the rest of them, well, Ramsey's 18 as well, but 17-year-olds, 16-year-olds scattered around the boat. And they've put in a fantastic performance. There's the Blue Coat boat. And they've found this tough going.
As I said, they had a great race yesterday to get through yesterday onto today, and then I think definitely coming up against one of, I don't know if you can class them as favourites, but definitely a crew that is going to be...
Well, they've caught the eye, haven't they, in the early rounds?
Definitely.
I think we'll expect to see them into the weekend based on what has gone so far. Look at that for a lead. Is there a danger that they throw too much at this race? They look like they're finding it relatively straightforward, don't they?
They might have just been moving really efficiently and well, so they have a nice kind of gap between them and kind of the Reading Blue Coat crew, but it may just be they're moving more efficiently now and just more relaxed, letting it flow. They're definitely on a rating now.
Well, it's definitely justified the trip, hasn't it? Their performances yesterday and today. I'm mighty pleased with this. Cameron Kennedy, the coach. It's not the easiest gig, is it? Bringing a team the whole way around the world at this age.
Yeah, and it'd be interesting how many parents have come as well to kind of experience it, and have they just come as an 8 and a Cox, like as a 9 of them, or have they got spares?
Big setup though, big organisation, big feat to get over here. And they're going to be here for, well, at least another day. And I reckon they could be into the weekend, because they look like a class act. They're going to be safely through the Princess Elizabeth Challenge Cup round number 2.
And definitely with some of the races they've done this year, being able to around the 5:45 or 5:47 as a junior rate is pretty impressive. So they've definitely got some speed.
Fast water in Australia, though, isn't it?
Going the other way, is that what you tell me?
The Southport School through Princess Elizabeth Challenge Cup. Well done to them. Really impressive, beating the local boat, Reading Bluecoat School,